Hi, my name's Mary. I might be working from home right now, but usually I'd be in a lab like this one. That's because I study condensed matter physics, and I do experiments on materials by putting them in a really big magnetic field and changing the temperature and measuring how properties change, because some really interesting stuff can happen. I want to show you how the magnetic properties of a material change with temperature. So for that, I've got a big magnet and a load of nickel. Now, some of you might know that I've chosen nickel because it's magnetic, and I've shaped it into a pendulum so that it's free to move about. But what's going to happen when I put the magnet near it? It's attracted, so the nickel pendulum is no longer free to swing about. But there's one thing missing from this, and that's a way to change the temperature of the nickel. So I'm going to add in a heat source. By putting a flame underneath the nickel, it starts to heat it up. And when it gets to a temperature of 350 degrees Celsius, something interesting happens. It moves away from the magnet because it's no longer attracted. But then it cools down and it moves back again, and this cycle repeats. So what's going on inside? Well, inside the nickel, there's all these interactions between the particles inside it, and that's what makes it magnetic. But as it heats up, there's this thermal energy too, and the particles start to jiggle and wiggle about, and there's all this random order that dominates over the magnetism. And that's when it moves away from the centre. But when it cools back down, this magnetic order comes back again. And this really shows us how the temperature and the environment of a material can have an effect on its properties. And that's what we like to study as condensed matter physicists.